Nation fans, welcome back here on the channel of K.L.P Entertainment. I'm your host, Kennedy Lucas. Welcome on back, guys, for the epic channel of K.L.P Entertainment. Of course, we're starting something a little bit more newer for here on K.L.P Entertainment. It is the K.L.P little segment we like to call a K.L.P mini-series. What this is, of course, here at K.L.P Entertainment, we're always innovating. We're always looking for things to kind of switch the game up a little bit and try something so new. Of course, we're going to be doing mini-series for Late Show with K.L.P. Of course, kind of what we've been doing with 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes for the show on the channel. We're just going to be talking about random things onto the show because you guys actually did like when we talk about the random stuff we've been talking about. So again, we're back here on the channel, and I just want to thank everyone who's been following us this far in the journey. I want to spend a special shout out to Christy. I don't know if she's watching the show, but you know, she donated a lot of good equipment for K.L.P Entertainment. So we're thinking about new ways to get new films out there, newer ways to get production done right and more efficient. So I could not be more happy about that, to get the equipment donated to us. And you know, we've got a lot of cool stuff, and we got a lot of new lenses, and new tripods got sent in too. So we're just so stoked, and I'm really happy about that. So Christy, if you're watching today's show, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So we're going to talk about it here today, of course, the mini-series. If you guys haven't seen it yet, of course, Bayview Lodge is out right now. If you guys haven't seen that movie, please go check that movie out. Of course, along with that is the newest movie, 3rd Street. Of course, it's a summer fiesta we got going on here at K.L.P Entertainment. We got 2 movies coming out in July, and then we're working on a new movie for 2020. So I am so stoked. I'm really happy about everything. I could not be a more proud CEO here at K.L.P Entertainment. But Bayview Lodge is out right now, as well as 3rd Street. So go check it out on YouTube channel at K.L.P Entertainment. 2 epic movies, 2 fun movies developed by yours truly here at K.L.P Entertainment. So I could not be more proud, more happy. So let's get on to the topic today, of course, about the show. Of course, the miniseries. Stay tuned this week because we're going to be spitting out a lot of video content for Late Show with K.L.P. Of course, the first thing will be, of course, we're going to talk about K-pop, Korean music culture in general. Gosh, where do I begin? This kind of is catered to my K-pop fans. Sorry, if you're not a K-pop fan, stay tuned. I'm going to have other things to talk about on the show. Just for today's show, this show here, we're going to talk about K-pop. So if you're not into K-pop, stay tuned at K.L.P Entertainment. We've got more things coming out. But on today's show, I wanted to talk about K-pop because K-pop is really shaping up what America is listening to now. K-pop is very interesting. So, of course, I can go down a list. There's a whole bunch of girl groups and guy groups that I listen to. I kind of cater a little bit towards the girl groups because, you know, I'm a guy. No, but I like the girl groups. They're cute. You know, they're cute. Some are even sexy. But they're cute. So I wanted to talk in specifics to the girl groups. Not saying that the guy group of Korean culture is not bad. Their music's good too. It's just I cater to the female K-pop stars because it's fan service. Just kidding. No. So of course, K-pop is very, very interesting. We had a couple of my friends talk about K-pop all the time now. Of course, K-pop is really interesting. I listen to K-pop with the beat. I don't really listen. I try to listen to the lyrics. Some songs they have certain type of songs that are part of it's in English. Majority of it is in Korean. So when they're speaking Korean, of course I'm not gonna know what they're singing about. But the beat is just so good. Korean culture has been one of my prime favorites. I like the Japanese culture. I like the Chinese culture. I like the Korean culture. I like the Asian culture. There's something about it I just really do like about the music, the food, some of the people, but the people, anime, the movies, the animations that they do. It's just awesome to me. So with Korean K-pop music, it's interesting. The beat is phenomenal. I wish I made beats like that. And of course, most people know that I'm the beat maker. I make a lot of good hits and a lot of good songs, but I will never be up to that level to where K-pop is. So to name quite a few of my favorites, of course we go back. I've always been a K-pop fan. I've listened to K-pop for years and years, and watching anime for years and years. Um, K-pop this year actually started to come back into my mind swing. I listened to K-pop when I first listened to it. I think the first song was a couple of songs by Girls' Generation. If you guys don't know who they are, it's a huge group, huge group. I don't know if they're still in session. I don't think they're still a group anymore. But Girls' Generation was a really good song, a really good group to really get into. That was my first. I know everyone has a story about their first of everything: their first video game, their first food, their first anime. Which my first anime was Shuffle. So, Girls' Generation was my very first anime K-pop girl group that I got introduced to. I got introduced to K-pop with, it was a couple friends. I was in private school, and there was a couple friends that was kind of interested into K-pop and anime, and they showed me K-pop. And like, I'm like, okay, this is really nice. What is this? And they told me this is Korean pop culture. I'm like, oh snap. Okay, this is really interesting. The same thing goes out to private school again. I got introduced to anime by a good friend. His name's Cameron Williams. I wonder what he's doing now, but Williams got me interested in anime, and I think a couple girls from private school got me interested in K-pop. I forgot their names, but I started listening to it, and then I kind of fade away from it. And just this year, you guys know about Blackpink, right? Blackpink is Blackpink is that sassy girl group. They're really sassy with it. It's amazing. It's amazing what they're doing. They're adding a little bit of attitude with their K-pop, which it works for them. A lot of people don't like Blackpink right now. A lot of people don't like the whole attitude era they got going on. I kind of like it. It kind of fits the mood for who they are. It's like a darker version of K-pop is Blackpink. So Blackpink, they're kicking ass right now. Their song, is it do do do? I forgot what's the name of the song, but that song's one of my prime favorites because I just like the beat. I like their dances they do, and they're just sassy with it. They have the attitude with it. And it's just for us fan people that is a huge fan of K-pop. It's like, okay, you bad. They're trying to be like, not be like, but they're just trying to kind of take notes from, like, let's say Iggy Azalea or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B at that fact, because that sells here in America. Cardi B's hot right now, so I think Blackpink, they're kind of taking that role, and they're kind of taking their role over there in K-pop to get that little sassy kind of look to it, and it works. It really does work for Blackpink. Of course, you got your cutesy K-pops that I favor a little bit more. The last couple of weeks, I've been watching a lot of videos from the hit group Twice. Twice is a girl group that their songs are they're not as cutesy, but they're really, really catchy. You got my prime favorite from Twice is Likey. Likey's one of my favorite because I like the little dance they do. It's so cute to me. Likey was one of my favorites. And then next will be Yes or Yes because I like the little dance they do. It's cute to me. Yes or Yes is my second from Twice. Of course, you've got Signal. Signal's pretty good. TT is really, really good too. But my prime favorite will have to be Likey because I like that beat. I like that cutesy kind of thing to it. A lot of K-pop stars, they have girls that are rapping. You got Daeyoon and Chaeyoung from Twice. They are both rappers. I forgot. I think her name is Lisa from Blackpink. I think she's a rapper in that group. Then you got more cutesy people like Sistar. Sistar is a really good one. Red Velvet is a good girl group from K-pop that really rocks it. Trying to think. BTS, of course. BTS, their songs are great. I just think, they're good. It's just like everybody knows BTS. I can't go to a friend and say, okay, well, who's your favorite K-pop singer, K-pop group? And they say BTS. Well, that's kind of generic. That's a generic answer because there's so many other girl groups that are in K-pop, guys and girl groups that are in K-pop that can do it just as even like BTS or maybe a little bit more than BTS. So it's really, really good. It's really, really good to see K-pop in America thrive. That is a good thing, and I hope I probably won't meet Blackpink or Twice or Red Velvet or Sistar. Um, it turns out Blackpink and Twice, they're about the same age as us. I'm 23. Most of you guys may not know this, but I'm 23, and most of their singers are like 22, 23, 20. So it's really good. I encourage people to go out there and listen to K-pop. If you are a K-pop fan or anime or Korean culture kind of fan, please go out there and listen to K-pop because it might change your life. It changed mine. I tell people at work, like, hey, they ask me what kind of music I listen to. I tell them, my rap and my songs and my thing. But then I say, okay, I'm also in love with K-pop right now because it's catchy. It's getting to me. Those K-pop songs will make you fall in love with Korean culture. I love the Korean culture. By my house, a little snippet for you guys. By my house is a Hong Kong market. And I know Hong Kong's not real. It's in Asia, but it's not it's not. You can't compare China to Korea. There's two different places. But there is a Hong Kong market by my house. And I go there, and it's amazing just to seeing the culture, the feel to it, the food, the people. I wish I knew Chinese or Japanese or Korean. I wish I knew those languages because I want to know what they're talking about. Like in their songs, I want to know what K-pops are singing about. If I'm watching a sob anime, I want to be able to just hear it in sob and know what they're talking about. I probably would never do that. It's a lot of learning. But it's really, really amazing, guys. Of course, we're going to end today's show. Of course, we're going over 7 minutes, but who cares? I like talking about this kind of stuff. Please stay tuned for the YouTube channel of K.L.P Entertainment. Of course, we've got a lot of interesting topics this week. Of course, not only that we're talking about K-pop for my non-K-pop fans. Stay tuned to the channel. There's more to come, more different topics to talk about. Stay tuned for the podcast shows. Of course, it's Lucas Chat Podcast and K.L.P in the morning and evening on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and iTunes. That's going to wrap up on today's show. Of course, stay tuned this week for more content coming from yours truly here at K.L.P Entertainment. I want to thank the staff over here in K.L.P Entertainment for making this show possible. Of course, stay tuned for my next one, y'all. See you later. Have a great night and stay swanky.